Hello everybody, welcome back to the True Start Location Carthage series. This is part 8. Welcome back! In the last episode, we have declared war on Rome. In fact, we are laying siege to their city right now. The only opposition lies in the form of a Roman composite bowman and a Roman hawacha, which we will both dispatch with haste. Of course, their city-state allies of Ragusa and Valletta have joined in the conflict, but we're not too afraid of that. In fact, we are still working on pumping out some more warships to join in on the fray. Working on taking astronomy now, so that we can go across ocean tiles. Of course, not really necessary, but it'll allow us to colonize Sardinia, which we will do shortly. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and end our turn and prepare for the next wave, I guess, of action over here in the First Punic War between me and Rome. Of course, this Punic War is a few thousand years late, but that's okay. Better late than never, especially when we are on the side that's winning. So I've kept, or rather I've opted to keep one unit of sword and one unit of pike to defend both the southwest extent of our empire, Saltium, and the eastern part of our empire, Saguntium and Hyperregius, respectively. Of course, we will see some barbarian inroads into our territory now that our entire military is up here, outside of Rome itself. But I think we made the right decision. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue right where we left off. Right, so let's go ahead and end our turn and see what happens this next turn. Napoleon, no. If you would declare war on Rome with us, that would be great. And look at this. Huge amount of Romans have materialized out of thin air, it would seem. In fact, at this point, we might want to withdraw and reconsider our strategy. Let's see. So, again, huge amount of enemies outside of Saltium. 2 barbarians in 1 turn. That's ridiculous. And they're probably both going to plunder our luxury resources, which is just really annoying. But I'm not too concerned about that. We really do need more defenders, though. So to that effort, we will make some more military units in Utique. Even though I should probably make a bank or, something a little bit more useful, we are going to instead make a pikeman or maybe even a crossbowman. Let's go with the crossbowman. And over here outside of Ragusa, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping the Romans busy. Of course, staying outside of their city's range, Cumai's range. And our Gallius over here is going to continue to bombard the hawacha. The knight, in fact, could probably make a move on that as well, thus taking it out for the count. And again, it seems like Rome is more prepared for war now, so we might have to reconsider our strategy and pull back some men. Of course, this crossbowman over here is more than likely going to be destroyed, unless if we could embark it onto this galleass over here and take bombardment. We'll go ahead and bombard, let's see, Rome or a unit. Maybe a unit while we get the rest of them out of the way. Of course, visibility. Ooh, that's really good. Mobility. We instead want the better range +1, which is really, really good. So time being, we are going to take Sentry, which is fantastic. And we're going to go back to our own territory to heal up. Of course, now that Rome is really starting to get a little bit more powerful over here outside of the capital, we're going to reevaluate our strategy and let them come to us so we can take out the Roman units really on our own terms here, potentially outside of Cumai, potentially somewhere else. We don't really know at this point, but we're going to wait to see what happens. Right, so besides that, everybody looks like they're okay. We're going to go ahead and deposit this guy over here just to relieve Cumai, or rather the knight outside of Cumai. And we're going to keep most of these melee units actually on the land if we can do so, which is good. All of them getting up here. Fantastic, fantastic. And again, we are going to be healing up the wounded galleasses as soon as we get around to it. Including this one over here. But we might want to leave this one over here, actually, just in case. So let's go ahead and do that. Of course, this long swordsman could also be sent over here to land. We're going to heal up this galleass. And we got another cargo ship. Where was it heading to last time? Probably towards our capital. Potentially not. Oh, it's a new one. I see. Okay, I was wondering why we had yet to see this one. I'm a bit worried sending it to the east just because there is always going to be some barbarian encampments over here. What about Byblos? Yeah, Byblos is also in the east. Oof. What if I send it over to Gades? Really stuck between a rock and a hard place here. What we're going to do is we are going to change its home city to Gades. Yes, I'm sure. And, right, so Saltium is under attack from barbarians. Can we buy another unit? We can't, but we are close to it. That's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and end our turn. And I think we'll be in a better position next turn. Hopefully, our naval units and our long bowmen, or rather our crossbowmen, is going to be safe. We're going to try to evacuate them the best we can. But we are always prone to making mistakes. Of course, we decided to withdraw as soon as we saw the vast amount of Roman forces outside of Rome itself. We were not going to do that. And we were able to save our unit, which is fantastic news. But Saltium is now starving, as no amount of salt can save us here. Let's go ahead and bombard you and send you out. We actually... Continue working. So now that we're over here, let's go ahead and see if we could send... Okay, so we can send over to Lyon, which is pretty far away, actually. I'm a bit worried about the barbarian encampment, but it's not on the coast, so it might be safe. But maybe we could get a better deal by going to Barcelona. It's a bit safer. Let's do that. We get quite a bit of money from it, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. It's totally fine. Of course, once again, healing up our naval units that are damaged, as is, of course, tradition. All of them, including the knight that you see over here. And this should be fine. Of course, we got another galleass outside of the bombardment range of Rome, kind of doing his thing. In fact, the bombardment range of Rome... Okay, yeah, so we can't go over there. I was going to say maybe we could... potentially, right, so our crossbowman is going to heal up, given some time. You can also bombard this Roman archer. We just really want to screw up Rome as much as possible. And we're doing a pretty good job so far, which is good. Of course, repairing all of the pillaged tiles. And we're running out of salt now, which is also a problem. But we'll get around to fixing it, I'm sure. This guy's going to go over here to heal up once again. We have to be careful not to get too close to Valletta, as they are actually at war with us. And we might shift our war goal to Cumae. If we could take out Cumae, it would really give us a good, I guess, invasion. Or rather, it would give us a better ability in which to strike into Rome. We could puppet the city, of course. So I'm thinking about attacking Cumae. But we need to defend the peninsula as best we can. And kind of play it by ear. Send you over there and send you right there. So far, so good. We still have that naval blockade going pretty strong, which is good. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Of course, next turn outside of Saltium, we really need to repair all the damage that was done over here. And to that end, we can actually send out a worker to work on that preemptively. And we're going to go ahead and end the turn. Just like so. Rome was actually at peace with France, or was at war with France. You know what? Boudica is a bit upset with us. Yeah, we'll denounce Spain. That's fine. Genoa has... Ooh, this is bad. We need horses from... Ooh, shit. This is bad news. Fuck. Fuck. The bad news is that this pikeman is probably going to go on the other salt mine and take that out as well. We need to keep attacking him. Bombardment for these guys. Of course, this unit's going to go back to heal up. Well, this unit could probably do just about anything. We can set it over here. See what we can do over here. There's actually an enemy trireme, but I'm not too worried about that. Workers and long swordsmen. So we're in a period of war, which means we really need to do our best to recoup our losses here. Of course, the good news is that we are healing up our crossbowman, who is now safe. But we need access to horses through the Netherlands.
Wederom gegroet. Gaat uw gang.
Problem is we don't have anything to give them. Fuck. Does anybody need any resources that we have duplicates of? I would certainly hope we would. But it appears not. So we need to really work on our salt. That's a big problem for us. Our knights are going to get penalties due to the fact that we don't have any horses. Oh jeez. Logistical nightmare here in Rome. Or here off the coast of Rome, I should say. And we need to heal up this knight as well. There's like no space for me to do that though, unfortunately. We'll send him back over here. It's fine. And using this unit, we're going to continue to bombard, of course. This guy over here is fine, a good target. This Gallius, again, is going to be healed up, along with the other Galliuses. And we're going to send this unit back to upgrade. This Quenquereme is good. We're going to keep him outside of the gates of Rome. In fact, we could probably go ahead and start snatching Roman trade here in just a moment between Genoa and themselves. So far, so good. Really, we could use more people at war with Rome, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anybody that's interested in doing so. We can make another pikeman, which might be... Yeah, let's go ahead and make another pikeman. That's fine. Might as well, right? We can use them on the front. So everybody's probably going to be happy now that I denounced Spain. Yeah, literally everybody hated it when I said that I was, friendly with Spain. Yeah, you're going to pay for this in time. And it looks like we are seeing a fight between Buddhism and Islam in my cities. Saltium continues to starve. But the good news is that the salt has not been pillaged quite yet. And we did the right thing, really. Over here in Saltium. The salt must flow, and flow it must. We are going to continue to bombard Rome as best we can. To that end, we should probably attack from this angle. Of course, sending back our Galliuses and healing up our units. We're also upgrading them as well. Fantastic. Another long swordsman. Those are really good units, and we needed them. Right, so over here, we can also bombard another Roman unit, which gives us actually more Roman visibility here. We see outside of Antium that they've got a lot of long swordsmen themselves, which is bad news, but I think we'll be okay. While I continue to bombard using my Gallius. I hope to get the range modifier, as it's incredibly good. Kind of overpowered, honestly. And we are very, very close to getting astronomy, which is also very good news. I think pretty soon I'd also like to work on this silver over here, outside of Saguntum. It's a mystery to me as to why that hasn't been basically annexed yet with their culture. So everybody likes that I made fun of Spain. Listen, we'll give you cotton. Actually, yeah, this is a fine deal. Why not? They're willing to give us Gades. Oh, no, they want us to give us Gades. We're not going to give them Gades. Fuck that. That's terrible. Our city becomes religious. Right, okay, whatever. We don't care. And I know a few of you would probably like me to kind of go around and take a look at the world and what's going on in the world right now. So we see over in the British Islands, England has a predominance in Ireland and in England. And so historically, if we kind of set out the Celts for Scotland, the Celts have a good grip on Scotland with their capital of Edinburgh. And England also has a claim to the Low Countries over here in Amsterdam. And France is looking pretty historical, with the exception of the fact that they've taken pretty much all of the Flemish region down here of Antwerp. Of course, the modern-day French borders are to the south of here, as this is modern-day Belgium. And in the east, the Netherlands have been kicked out of Amsterdam, and Rotterdam is actually in modern-day kind of like Aachen, West Germany, basically. Germany is pretty expansionist. They have territory in modern-day Denmark and in modern-day Germany as well. And Poland is looking pretty big too. Poland's got a lot of territory, kind of springing into the Baltic. Of course, they're Hindu, which is a bit strange. And Sweden has territory kind of in modern-day Sweden, and to the west in modern-day Norway. Denmark is just a mess. They've got territory in modern-day Denmark, Sweden, and North Sweden. And look at this. Netherlands also has an exclave of Utrecht over here in the Baltic. And although I don't have vision on it of the massive kind of Hunnic Empire, I have a feeling that the Huns have a lot of territory over here. And eventually we'll send out a scout to kind of see what's going on. Of course, in the Balkan/Middle Eastern region, Athens has lost its city, actually. There was a city over here. Maybe it was burned down. Maybe they lost it in peace. But the fact remains that Greece is only one city right now. And the Ottomans have dominance over the Anatolian Peninsula. Of course, they burnt down the third city of Greece in Anatolia. And in the Middle East, Babylon is massive. And when I say they're massive, they're like really, really massive. Look at the demographics. They are, they were the best in population, at least in the last episode. And currently, let's see how we stack up. Our approval is low. Remember, there was like 24, I believe, civilizations, but we're pretty high in literacy. We're pretty high in land, and we're the highest in our economy of GNP. Manufactured goods is also pretty good. But land, we were actually winning until Egypt trumped us. I believe Egypt has a lot of land on the Nile River Delta. Perhaps they'll expand to the west, or maybe they're even in the east. I don't really know. But let's go ahead and go back to the fight now that we've kind of seen the overview over there. And I know a lot of you guys want me to use that interface mod. I'm going to get around to it, guys. I promise. Eventually. Kind of like the... the Steam meme where it's like a trademark, like, I'll get around to it, but it might be a while. So sorry about that. But over here, we got more vision on Antium. Of course, we're bombarding them, doing our best to disrupt Roman kind of supply lines. Our men over here could go ahead and boost up this city over here. What is Utique exactly? It's mainly a gold city. So let's go ahead and work on some more trading posts. What is our... We're going to take a look at our economic overview real quick to see what our production cities are. Carthage is number 1. Hippio-Regius is number 2. So Hippio-Regius is going to be kind of our production city. We're going to send out some great percentiles over here to make it even better and even bigger. Of course, we are working on 2 wonders right now, the Leaning Tower of Pisa and the Globe Theater, which is great. So let's go ahead and continue to repair our territory and send out some more units in which to harass Rome. In fact, we could go ahead and cha-ching, grab some money from that cargo ship of Rome's, disrupting their trade lines once again. And we can use this unit to also bombard Rome. We're just being a pain in the ass to Rome right now. We're doing as much as we can to disrupt them, which is nice. In fact, we got another galleass too that we can use. But we need to move our Quinquereme, which we'll do so right now. We'll move it right there. Fantastic. Of course, our crossbowman is healing up, which is good news. And we're going to send this one over here to heal up as well. Quinquereme. Now our longswordsman is ready for conflict, or rather ready for combat. We're going to heal up our knights. Of course, these knights used to be elephants. They've traded in the elephant for the horse, which almost seems like a downgrade to me. But, I guess it's more practical, even if it is less majestic. So let's go continue on our onslaught with Rome. The Punic War is in full swing. Of course, historically, this was... God damn it. Augustus Caesar's taken the Globe Theater. Another reason for us to wipe him out. Yes, let us work together. Thank God I want to be friends with Sweden. It gives us better great person generation. So we'll take that any day of the week. So we've lost the ability to make the wonder, which means that we can work on something else over here in Hippio-Regius. Let's go ahead and work on making... A bank would be nice. A zoo would be nice. Even a garden would be nice. But we need more men? Question mark? Maybe not, actually. Let's go ahead and work on a bank. Could be nice. We need them in every city to boost our capacity over here for war. And let's go ahead and send this galleys to the east. We can use them. Of course, this one is still going to bombard the Legion. Why is this Legion still here? Those Legions are ridiculously anachronistic at this point, meaning that they are completely outdated. But, you know, that's their choice, I guess, for running them. And over here, we are going to also bombard. Just perfect. And we can even destroy a unit by doing this. It's great. Continuing to bombard over here as well. Is there a road over there? There's not. Let's backtrack. And hit up the trireme, who's not destroyed. Fantastic. This worker is done. Let's go ahead and continue working on camps. And you, sir, are going to get a promotion because you're doing God's work. Let's go over here to the west, where pikeman is ready to join the conflict, I believe. Cargo ship. Where we send this last time? I believe to Carthage itself. Do that again, I suppose. Maybe we should give it production. Let's give Carthage production instead. This will speed up the Tower of Pisa by just a little bit. And it's actually necessary for us to do that as we are on a harder difficulty, which means that the AI gets ridiculous boosts to their production and all sorts of things like that. We have Rome surrounded, actually, which is nice. But I would really like to see another front open up on Rome. No, 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 no. Alright, Sweden, you're friendly and you're too far away to actually do us any harm, so we'll give you open borders, it's fine. Our unit is promoted, fantastic. We are going to go towards bombardment, which is what we are doing. It's the name of the game. We're going to continue to bombard the crap out of Rome and their pikemen. We've got another galleus to join in on the fray. Send you over there and you over there. We have to manage all these damn galleusses. So I was going to see where this barbarian encampment is, because it's really bothering me that we have these barbarian encampments kind of going from seemingly nowhere. Look at this, there's 2 pikemen already in the desert over here. Middle of nowhere, it would seem. Saguntum is done with market. Let's go ahead and get them to work on potentially a Colosseum. We could definitely use the happiness. This Quakerim will stay where he is. That's good. And this Gallius, I don't want to get stuck in a bad situation here. We need to continue to bombard this unit over here, just for experience, basically, at this point, and bombard the Legionnaire. We are getting a lot of experience, actually, from doing this, which is nice. We could make a move on Cumae, actually, at this point. I think we could probably take the city pretty easily. But the only problem is that we come into conflict with other men. So let's continue to harass them. To me, that seems like a much better solution, for the time being anyways. So we'll continue to harass them. Trading post, make a trading post. Good, 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 good. Make a farm. Okay, so let's go ahead and end the turn. This Gallius is going to kind of relieve the Gallius in the Adriatic, I believe is what it is. Maybe it's the Asian Sea. Not the Asian, but the Aegean. The Ottomans and Portugal are now friends. Whatever, whatever. We don't really mind. No business of our own. Look at this. Just an absolute fight outside of here in the desert. I'm going to move on to repair the other one. God, where are these guys coming from? I have no idea. I don't want to make it a bit crowded over here, but we don't really have much of an option. We've already surrounded most of their cities and things like that. I should send this one to the east as well. Let's go do that. Both of them. We have too many damn ranged naval units. I never thought I would say that, but I did. Look at this, a trireme. Don't like triremes. Let's go and pull this guy back. As back as we can, really. We can't really pull him back too far. We'll do it like that. And keep him here this turn. The next turn we'll make a dash for Ragusa to the east. This dude's kind of seeing if there are any barbarians nearby, like there are over here. See, it's ridiculous. I have to keep like a standing army to take out these barbarians. But the good news is that we have taken out a land unit with our galleusses. Fantastic. This galleus, though, doesn't really have a target, or at least much of a target. Maybe we should send him... Don't want to be outside of Rome itself. Just asking for trouble. Let's go ahead and send him over here. Where we can bombard somebody else. Potentially. Potentially not. And Cumae, who is also in a bad situation. You know what? Let's go ahead and sit in our... We do have an army for a reason, right? That's kind of what I was thinking earlier. It's like we haven't been using our army whatsoever, and we have the opportunity to, so why don't we? Let's just go for it. We're going to move up our army just a little bit. Like so. Fantastic. Move, move, move. Next turn, they should do some damage. Let's go ahead and end the turn again. The Punic War is also going pretty well for us. We are just killing Roman soldiers left and right. Pretty soon we should get a great general. That's exciting. And we actually want to get a great general, as this will give us the ability to send our men over mountains, which, you know, might not really help us in this current war, but in a war against Austria, that would be really, really nice. Again, because we have too many galleasses, we're going to use this galleass to attack some units over here outside of Genoa. We'll attack the crossbowmen just to gain some experience. And the pikemen over here as well. Out of range now to attack anything else. Let's use this galleass to continue to attack more units. Just like so. And we're going to move you to land units as well, just like that. We need to take out that trireme. How are we going to do it? Let's see. Let's consider our options here. We're going to take Cumae. So let's go ahead and put the pressure on Cumae by blockading them and setting up some more units. We can't pillage any tiles, which would give us an instant way, I suppose, into taking more health for our units. So let's just move up with all these guys, including this unit as well, just in case we need to heal him up. And we're going to attack this trebuchet and move up our bowmen and our galleass as well. Both of our galleasses, to be more precise. This unit down here has found nobody. We're going to take shock, which is really, really good. This galleass, again, can't attack anybody. So let's go ahead and move him over here, potentially. We can at least get some experience this turn by attacking Genoese crossbowmen. We're going to heal up this... Oh, no, we're going to move him up. I'm going to move you up. And you as well. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we're going to keep you right where you are. So we're making a move on Cumae. And this is strategic for a few different reasons. I don't really need to tell you why. If we are able to take out Cumae, it's going to show Rome that we mean business. We might even burn it down. I haven't really decided quite yet what we want to do with Cumae, but we hate the Romans. We want to do as much as we can here. We've actually lost a unit, which is a bit surprising. It was a pikeman, though, so it's okay. We don't really mind too much. Nothing really too bad was lost there. But here we are. We're going to continue to destroy as much as we can of Genoa and Rome. Anybody else? Like right here, we can destroy him. Fantastic. This unit needs to be pulled back as fast as possible. He'll be safe over here. That's good. We're going to take out this unit as soon as we can. This trireme, who is now trapped, actually. Can't really go anywhere. So that's good. This knight has a penalty against attacking cities. Jesus Christ. We'd only do 1 damage? That's ridiculous. That's nothing. That's literally nothing. Okay, well, I guess we can't attack with him. Let's go and see if we can attack with our crossbowmen. We can. Good, good, good. Crossbowmen do a lot of damage. We're gonna heal up the longswordsmen. Send in this unit. Send in this unit as well here in a minute. We're going to lose some units though, as I mentioned earlier, but you know, it's for the greater good. And the greater good is what we need right around now. So, let's see. Can't really do anything about this pikeman. I wish I was able to bombard it, but we don't have the range to do so, so we need to keep our units safely at bay over here. Of course, over here in the desert, we have a bit of a problem with some pikemen We're going to do it like that and like that. That should be good. Zap and zap. Let's go and end the turn and see where that takes us. Of course, in 4 turns, or rather than 3 turns, since I end my turn, we'll be able to steal another technology from Rome, which is fantastic news for us. And we might want to go ahead and start filling in more men into the conflict. Perhaps more galleasses might be necessary. Or more crossbowmen. Let's go with crossbowmen. They're a bit more flexible. And France has declared war on Germany and England. Yeah, everybody hates Spain. We've lost a knight. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, we've been denounced by the Netherlands and Poland, which is a bit surprising. I have no idea why they'd want to do that.
Joyfully to...
Right, so where are we now? We can do it like moving this guy back, attacking with him. Some productions for Gades, which we should make. Let's see. We don't really need any more galleasses because we have too many of them. Let's go ahead and start replacing our lost men with some more crossbowmen. We can adopt a policy. Let's take... Entrepreneurship is really good. We might want that. I can't really decide what's the best, though. I think... Pushing items in cities requires 25% less gold. That's really good, too. Let's go with wagon trains for the time being. It's going to increase our gold because our maintenance on roads and railroads will be reduced. That's pretty good. And we'll choose some research as well. Let's go opt for... maybe economics. That might be pretty good. Or maybe navigation. Actually, navigation. That will give us frigates. Really, really good, actually. Let's go for that. Of course, now we need more iron. Iron. Ooh, and Saltium. There is an iron source to the west. Can we buy out that far? That's what I'm wondering. Let's go and try. We can't. Damn it, we can't. If we get a great general, I'm going to work the iron unit over here, as 6 iron is absolutely vital to our continued dominance of the seas and of land as well. We need the iron, in fact, for all of these things. Let's go ahead and continue on with our invasion of Cumae. Which is going to be predominantly, I believe, naval in nature now, it would seem. So, enough of the bickering. Let's go ahead and get this in full swing. We need to do our best at attacking it. Of course, that was the alarm, but that's okay. We're going to continue right where we are right now. We want to end the war as fast as possible. Ooh, this worker is done. Let's go ahead and... 11 turns until we get a mine over there. That's good. So, let's actually opt to... make a plantation, as we have the opportunity to do so. And we got a new crossbowman, which is great. We need to send him into the front as fast as possible. And as for these galleasses, we need to send them up with something to do. Should be fine. There's plenty of things to do, in fact. And this will boost up their experience so that they will become really good frigates once they have the ability to do so. We've got a longswordsman. We need everybody at the front. Everybody. Except for this crossbowman who is going to be dealing more damage to Cumae. And for this guy who is wounded. We need to move the wounded guy, though, to move our other men up. Just like that, that's fine. And as for this guy, there's a Roman composite bowman over here in the Balkans. Bit far away from home. We need to move him back. And sorry about that. I had to close the door. Let's go and end the turn and see exactly where this puts us. I believe the next turn will be our last turn for this episode, so stay tuned. The Punic War is still in full swing. We're doing a pretty good job, in fact. We should take out Cumae in the next episode. The Huns... Nah. The hell? They publicly denounced us? That's retarded. Okay, well. Alright, so now everybody hates us, apparently. We got salts. Could you give us something better than that? Maybe like 8 GPT? 7 GPT? 6 GPT? Alright, well that's pretty shitty. Now everybody hates us, it would seem. We need to work on our diplomatics. Oh my god. Yes, fine. We'll do it. Fine. Fuck you guys. Because everybody else is going to hate us if we don't do that. And I need to be friends with Sweden because Sweden gives me great people. So, Belgrade seeks a great merchant. That's fantastic because we make a crap load of those in Carthage. In fact, we will get a great scientist next instead of that. Let's go ahead and make a university over here in Utique. Maybe a bank, actually. Be a little bit better. Let's go and send our crossbowmen into the front. And these guys are going to defend us while we create another plantation. That's fantastic. Good, 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 good. Heal up these units. Heal up these units. We've already repaired our salt mines. That's great. Now we need is a great general. Where is our great general status? Let's go and check real quick. Let's see, overview. We're getting kind of close. We're getting closer to a great admiral, in fact, though, which is good. So let's go ahead and take out the Roman units. This one right here. And this legionnaire right here. Can I attack him? I cannot. There's a Huacha. What the fuck? Why is there a Huacha over here? That's ridiculous. Let's go ahead and do it like that. This is going to die anyway, so we might as well send him to his death. We're going to pillage this unit. And... let's attack the Huacha as best we can, so we can move up some more units. Maybe even send back some units, although this guy is pretty much screwed anyways, it would seem. Let's go and move him back just a little bit. Moving very, very slowly here, as the terrain is very hazardous. And our longbowman on Sardinia is ready for conflict. Fantastic. A lot of source of crabs over here, actually. We're going to take advantage of that here in a minute. So let's get him off of Sardinia. Closer to where we can actually use him. Of course, these units are just accumulating experience. Don't mind them. They're doing what they can do because they can. And let's actually go ahead and... I don't believe we can bombard that unit. So let's go ahead and... No, we can't stay there either. Frog. We're going to move him a little bit closer. So that this way, next turn, he can get past Rome. That's good. These units are pretty much done with what they need to do. Of course, we will be able to get another tile for salts. Kind of tempted to go ahead and buy that now, but we need to stay the course. This guy's going to go back to heal up, and these units still have yet to attack Cumae. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I did, most definitely. Stay tuned for the next episode where we wipe out Cumae and wind up, more than likely, taking out Rome as well. Of course, our military-industrial complex is picking up. We are really focusing military, and as soon as we're done with this wonder-leaning Tower of Pisa, we will be in a better, I guess, situation in which to engage with warfare. I'm going to be using this to grant us, I believe, a great engineer, and we will make a manufactory over here outside the mountain to increase our production capabilities. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. It'll be out very, very soon, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.